Alright, this weekend I'm down in Grand Bay for one day and then back up north in my normal riding area for tomorrow. Here I'm riding with Mark, Craig and Trevor, and we're exploring some of the ATV tracks in this area, and we're going to run into a bit of adventure because a lot of this trail's not packed in, and because of the heavy rains that we had the past week, a lot of the trail's been undercut by flowing water, and any open water is still open. Alright, here's one of our first challenges. Mark was going too fast and just blasted across, which seemed to be the right approach. Craig and I are doing synchronized ice braking by falling through at the same time and trying to recover our bikes.
I don't think this is an awesome option. If you fall through, it's going to suck.
Alright, so proving that we're not as dumb as we look, we test out the ice here, and I can hear the ice breaking under my bike, and I'm just on the shoreline right now. Give the front end a couple bumps, and it drops down a little bit, so you know what? We make a good decision, and we find another trail. Now this is the stuff I was talking about. It hasn't really been packed in a whole lot, but as you pick up the speed, kind of like sand, it firms up under the tires unless you hit a rut. So MV Husky goes in here and breaks some ice for us, which opens the path, and later on I'm going to use MV KTM to do the same. That's motor vessel, if you don't know.
You opened it up for us. What? Said you opened it up for us. They're frozen.
So at this point, Mark's had enough and just sends it. And you know what? That turns out to be a pretty good option because, like I said, like sand, it kind of hardens up and you have a bit more control until you don't. Yeah, you can hear me getting on the pipe a little bit here, but you're not seeing the resulting speed come out of it. That's because the back tire's digging in and sinking, and we're just kind of cutting through all this snow. So on the eve of his birthday, Marc is engaged in two classic struggles: man against himself, and man against nature. And like Sisyphus, it's not necessarily about winning, because you won't. It's just simply about pushing that rock. So keep up the struggle, my friend.
Well, this will be entertaining. You all right? Gold.
Marc's having an Eeyore moment, but you know what? He gets over it, and I have some video evidence of that from yesterday's ride, which was the day after this day's ride. So it's not the St. Lawrence Seaway, but it's almost as wide, so they had to call in the KTM Icebreaker to clear things up. With the route now open, we can get on with trade, commerce, and shenanigans. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we do, we have to go back.
Oh.
Craig dropping some wisdom from that PhD mind of his, and yeah, we're going to indeed have to come back through here. Anything else is going to be either paved roads, which we don't want to run on with our studded tires, or actual groomed skidoo trails, which we don't run on because we're not licensed for those trails. Yeah, I almost eat shit here trying to stop and not run into the back of Marc. The snow just gives away under the front end. And here we're crossing back over, and again, I'm going to bury the bike in the snow a bit. That's alright, needed to stop anyway to make sure everyone else got across. Marc, Craig, and myself are through, and now Trevor comes through and bounces the front end and goes to put a foot down and hits nothing but soft snow. I, of course, am full of sympathy and immediately rush to help.
It's on camera, don't worry.
Put my foot down, and if you get your front tire in the pocket there, which should be good.
And now it's time to get my bike out. So I tried the call-in approach, which is to dig a big trench and hopeful that you eventually find hard earth underneath. That didn't work, so I'm going to have to lift the bike out and put it on the trail.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're having a pretty good time. You can hear all the laughter, and we're just being goons. And this is getting close to the end of the ride, and I put it in the woods, and then shortly here I'm going to put it down on its side.
Yeah, I just caught the rut, I guess.
That about brings us to the end of the day, and there's more riding tomorrow, so I'll post up another video shortly.
Well, that was a good ride.